So let's talk about why I no longer talk to my family. Okay, so I no longer talk to my family because my family is very dysfunctional. They're toxic. It's a lot of jealousy. Um, it's a lot of nonchalant type of attitude when it comes towards me. Like, I will be the one that helped and did things for everybody. Okay. However, when I needed that favor returned, oh no, nobody could help me. Everybody was too busy or they had other things going on that particular time or day. And it always happened like that. Right. So, um, that kind of separated me from them. The ones that the family members that I would usually talk to is like my grandmother, because she takes care, or at the time she took care of my cousin, because she has a sickle cell. So she was very sickly and she has kids. So I would go over there every now and then and help my grandmother, or I would take the kids and I would have the kids here with me. Um, until I figured out like they was all in cahoots on trying to cause my downfall, right? Trying to keep me stuck and stagnant. So I kind of removed myself from my grandmother also. But the main person is my mother, because she is like the orchestrator, her and my uncle. And um I haven't been close with my uncle like that. Those type of vibes. And my sister and brother like always did their own thing. I'm the youngest, so we're not close in age to where we would hang out. Um, let's see. For the most part, my disconnect with my family is just that. My disconnect with my mother, on the other hand, is something way deeper. My mother has a boyfriend who was touchy and feely with me, my sister, and my aunt. And she would never say anything to him about this. She would never speak up. Like, it was just nothing. And that led to me, at the time I was staying with her. So that led to me and my two kids I had, going to the shelter. And then from there, after being there for some months, we were able to get into this apartment that we're in now, that we've been in since 2018. And I still cut her off. Like, even then, like, I stopped talking to her when we left, and I probably talk to her once a year, if that, and that'll be her reaching out, because I'm fine without her. I have peace without her. The things that she has done throughout my life is just like, there's no explanation. She doesn't explain herself. She doesn't apologize. She doesn't do anything. And that's just a horrible person to me. You understand? Like, she don't even bring herself to understand anyone's point of view but her own. And I can't with that type of energy or person. Let's see. And she likes to use people. She uses people without even like, it's the way she do it. She's like this master manipulator, narcissist. I don't know what you want to call it, because she's just like all of it in one. And it's creepy. It's scary, because how she planned things out, right? How she approaches it and how she does it. And I just don't mess with her, because nothing is authentic about her. Nothing is real. Nothing is like pure love. You don't get love from a woman like that. And that's sad. It's like you seek it and you try to pull it out. And then it's to the point where you would just like pull a veil over your own eyes in hopes to believe like that's what it is you see within her. And it's not. And it never has been. So as an adult now, I'm able to like really think back on childhood and be like, dude, she really lacked it. Like, where was I getting it from? I wasn't. Like, and that's what it is. It's like I gave it to myself. I've always had to fill my own cup when it came to emotional security. So as an adult, I don't let her around my kids because I know how she is. There has been a circumstance recently that I had to go to her house and tell her I don't want her communicating with my kids because she likes to trauma dump. She likes to karma dump. She likes to do all the dumping and not figure herself out. She's so unhealed, and I don't even know if she realized it, or I think that she probably has something against me because I've actually taken time out to heal from everything that I have been through. It's just a whole line of just, we have a lot of women in our family too, and it's just like I don't click with any of them. I don't click with anybody from my family. We're not made. I don't even know. We're not made from the same, I don't know. It just never been right. And the more I disconnected, the more I don't talk to her, the more I just mind my own business and live my own life with me and my kids, the more peace I have. And I've learned that it took for me to separate from them people to have this peace and joy that I have. What'd she say? And I've seen now in the spirit, when it comes down to spiritual connections, these people are not for me. These people have always been against me. These people have always stolen from me spiritually. These people have always had me praying for them in order for their growth. But when it came down to me, they would not reciprocate that same energy. And God has shown me, like, these people have always prayed on my downfall. They have always siphoned from me, and I was not supposed to continue to be connected to them in order for me to grow. It took for me to disconnect from these people in order for me to grow, okay, to ascend as high as I am today. And they don't like it. They don't like it because I've always, even as a child, I remember telling them, like, I remember telling my mother and my grandmother, like, you know, one day I'm going to make it. And when I make it, we're going to live in this big house, just us. Like, the whole family is going to live in this house. And I've always said this. I've always said this since I was a little girl. I can remember saying, we're going to live in a big house. I'm going to buy us a big house, and our whole family is going to be able to live in this house. And the way that they would look at me, and I can still remember, like, each time I said this, and I still said this as an adult. The last conversations that I had with my grandmother, because she was going through something, I told her this, and it's the same look. And I'm just like, what is that look about? But that's a look of, now I'm understanding the look. The look was, you are going to make it, but we're not going to be able to go with you. And that's a lot of what God has shown me, is that they have never wanted that for me. They don't want for me to reach that level. Even if I'm saying I'm taking them with me, it's the fact that I'm going to get there. They don't want me to get there because they're praying on my downfall. So that means that they can't go. And yeah, that's really the reason why I don't talk to my family, because they have always done things, even in the spirit still today. They still try and attempt things, and I've had to fight them. I fought my sister in the spirit. I have caught my mother trying to do things to me in the spirit. My uncle caught him trying to do things to me in the spirit, telling my mother what to do. She did it before. She needs to do it again. I've caught my uncle and my child's father, which is my ex, planning on me in the spirit. Neighbors planning on me in the spirit. So I'm not going to be connecting with these people. No. And I don't have to. And I won't. And all is not forgiven. What you reap is what you sow. So they know this already. There's no reconnecting here. Washed up.